All right, everyone. If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand. Go ahead, Chase.
Scott, why did things turn in their favor there in the second quarter?
Turnovers cost us, but we started the game actually pretty solid. And then that second half of that first quarter, we just gave them a lot of freedom, a lot of movement. They were playing free. They're out of nowhere guy. Milton came in and hit 5 threes in that first half, 71 points. We've been playing pretty good defense for the last 15 games or so, but tonight the defensive disposition, that second, that 18 minutes of that first half, take away the first 6 minutes, was not like we've been playing, and gave them a lot of confidence. And we had a chance to cut it, and we missed a bunch of good looking threes, and then they hit some threes that were important to keep the lead or extend the lead.
What did they do to limit Brad tonight?
They were putting bodies around them. They were loading up the paint. They're big. Their 5 is big, and he's a very, I don't know if he gets enough credit for how good he is of seeing things and playing big and clogging up the middle. It's hard to score over him. And when we're not making, threes, it's a tough night. They're going to load the paint up, and we got to do a better job of stepping in and making some of those threes with confidence. I thought we had a chance a couple of times to keep it close in that second quarter, and we couldn't get enough of them, and then we didn't get enough to fall as well.
Ava.
Scott, sorry, I don't mean to sound dense. Could you elaborate on what you mean just when you talk about defensive disposition?
Yeah, they were running their offense. They weren't worried about going through us. There just wasn't enough physicality. Not necessarily you have to foul, but you gotta make them think about their reads instead of just playing through them. And they got a lot of they got comfortable in that last 18 minutes of the first half. But a lot of it was also our turnovers. We had too many turnovers that led to easy points. I think 22 points in turnovers. And that's in that first half. That's not good enough. But we cut the lead, and then we gave up a backdoor. We cut the lead again and gave up a 3. So those are things that we, when we don't have our stuff, you can't give them cheap stuff. And then I thought we gave them too many easy buckets when we were making a little bit of a run.
Did you see the turnovers was just off of trying to rush into getting points back and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, Russell turned it over too many times. He's averaging, I think, 4.5, 4 point something. Too many. He settled down the second half. I think he only had 1 in the second half. But just too many turnovers. Brad had 6. I mean, that helped them. 32 points off of our turnovers, but we didn't have the right mindset in that first quarter, and I mean the second half of that first quarter. And we have to be better. We have to be better. We don't have the luxury to wait on things. We got to dictate how we play. And I thought they had their way all night long, and we were scrambling and just playing from behind throughout every possession.
Fred.
Scott, you pulled Garrison and Mo for the second half. What went into that decision?
Just needed something different. It wasn't their fault we were down 14. We just needed something different. And then thought it worked there for a second, and then we made a couple of mistakes, and they jumped back up on us by 16 or 18. We got to keep trying things. We have some flexibility at those spots. and we need a better Rui. We need a better everybody. I mean, we've been pretty good. We've had a lot of games, but we had a day off yesterday. We didn't. This team just beat somebody by 50. So we knew how good they were. Like I said, we seemed like we were chasing them all night long, and that's not what we've been doing the last month of the season.
And you mentioned the Russell turnovers. He's averaging a career high turnover rate so far this year, coming into tonight even. Why do you think he's struggled with that more than usual this year?
Well, not only him, it's the league top 10 turnover guys. I mean, you take every single one of them. They make a lot of plays for their team, and Russell's no different. I mean, he's averaging one more turnover than I would like. He should be in the high threes. I don't know if he was ever in the fours with me, maybe low fours, my last stop, but he needs to be better. He knows, but a lot of it is still filling his way with our guys. I know it's been a long, we've been together for quite some time now, but we have to figure it out. We can't give this team, I think they had 22 points off of our turnovers in that first half. And, the second half, we played them even. We played them pretty even. Take away the last, you can just take away those, like I said, those 18 minutes in that first half. Sometimes you don't look at that, but that was the game. We gave them everything they wanted, and they were comfortable. They were confident going into that second half, and it was because of that. I thought we started the game off pretty good. I think we're up 18-12, 18-10, something like that.
Matt,
Hey Scott, just following up on Russell's turnovers. A lot of them come during the first half specifically. He had 7 in the first half tonight. Just what do you see? Is it an urgency thing? Is he pressing too much? What do you see with his turnovers specifically in the first half?
I mean, I will take a look at all of them tonight, like we do. And, some of them he makes a lot of aggressive plays. And some of them are where he gets, he bobbles the ball, turnover, or some of it. The thing that I will say that, it wasn't always the case. He's not getting the charge turnovers. Early in his career, he was getting the charge turnovers. He wasn't seeing that. And those are the ones he's trying to attack the basket, but he's trying to make plays for his teammates. So those unselfish turnovers, you can clean them up, but his heart is in the right place. Those are the ones that, like I said, you can live with them, but there's too many. There's definitely too many, but that wasn't the only factor. That was a bit of the puzzle how we lost tonight's game, but he'll be better. But we need to be better collectively as a defensive team, like we were the last 12 or 15 games.
all right, Coach. I think
All
that's
right,
all.
appreciate it, guys.